Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Fin Show. I am your host, Miss Fins. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Holy smokerooskies. It's Monday. Welcome, guys. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out to the member squad. We got Hooked Up Joe in the building. What up, Hooked Up Joe? Red, White, and Bill's in the building. What's up, Sean? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, Miss Fins. Good morning, Fins up. Aqua Vision always in the building. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. Guys, hit that like button on your way in. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Let everybody know that we are live, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We've got several things to talk about, obviously, today. There's so much going on with the Dolphins. Um, so bear with me, guys. I got a list. What's up, Andre Green? I see you. Good morning, Miss Fans. Hope you had a great weekend. I did. It was great with the family. It was awesome, and we also got to see the Dolphins in person. I got a couple um videos, and then I got a couple of what do you call it? What was something? Okay, that's the one that was supposed to. Hopefully that copies it. Copy. Nope, we're not gonna do that. Okay, done. I'll move it. Excuse me later. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Much appreciated. Hit that like button. I just forgot to finish setting this puppy up. So hold on. Gosh, this is so annoying. Good morning. Welcome. I see you, Michael K. Welcome. Yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. See. There you go. Automatic. Safe. Okay. We're good. Sorry, guys. If you do what we do, you'll know I needed to finish what I needed to finish. Anyways, guys, yes, so we got a lot to talk about the Miami Dolphins. There's a few things to discuss. So let's get her started, man. Let's get her started. I have where's my phone? I have the training camp. I was blessed to be able to go and see the the Dolphins. I brought my male models with me, my little brothers. Relax. And I we got to take some pictures with some of the players, which was pretty cool. That was awesome. And need to refresh this. What's going on? There it is. Enter. Oh yeah. I guess I gotta enter the studio. Um, you can't see me. Oops. My bad. Sorry. It was great. It was great. So we got to see the Dolphins. We got to see them training, and then we got to get their um, their information, and we got to get their signature and stuff. So that was pretty cool. Obviously, that's always a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. Let me see if it'll let me upload these pictures real quick for you guys. What in the H? Okay, I guess I have it. So here I'm gonna show that one. Definitely gonna do that one for sure. Oh man, don't be lames. Okay, it's saying that I have way too many, so let me delete some because you know we gotta do it. We gotta clean up house. We gotta clean up house, ladies and gentlemen. And in case you don't know who my male models are, those two right there. Yep. Now you know. Oh, that was last year. Oh man, I got some good ones from last year already going. Okay, okay, I see it. I see it. I see it. But in case you're new, ladies and gentlemen, you can go ahead and check out the Miss Finn Show Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. Please go ahead and check it out, guys. We're getting ready to join the new season. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's so much going on, guys, that it's going to be amazing. So I'm going to show you the first one. We got to take a picture with Choppity Chop Chop Chop, Mr. Choppity Chop Robinson. That was pretty dope. He took the picture. You see him there, right? You see him? Yeah. Mr. Robinson, what is going on here? So that was pretty cool. That was awesome. Oh Lord. Oh no, no, no. Anyways, so that was one. Let me delete that one. Add the other one. It's gonna take a little minute, guys. I'm sorry. We also got obviously, we were able to go ahead and get Mr. Philippe or Philippe's. Mr. Phillips. It was pretty cool. See? Yay with Mr. Phillips. Holy sh. Oh no, ain't that tying up, Miss Fins. Holy smokes. Anyways, and then the last one I'm gonna show you. Who else did we take a picture with? We took a picture with our starting quarterback, of course. Hello. Hello. How could I forget? We took a picture with our starting quarterback, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you see him right there, Mrs. Texas himself. Let's go. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. We had several players that we got to go ahead and see, so it was awesome. It was awesome. Um, what was I gonna say? So yeah, so that was great, man. It's actually very interesting. So from training camp, when we actually obviously went there and watched, the main part I wanted to see was mostly the 7-on-7 and 11-on-11, because they're always gonna do drills every day, so it's like it's drills. You're supposed to do drills. But taking a look at the team, I actually didn't mind. Let me see if I can find. I don't know if, again, guys, remember, we're not trying to get banned or not like that, because YouTube, man, they are they, and for any little bit they try to ban you or copyright or whatever, and then you have no what do you call it? You have you know no funds, and anything you guys donate they keep. So we're not trying to lose get demonetized. That's the word. We're not trying to get demonetized just because they're lames. So I'm gonna try to, if I can pull up the video from X, then I'm gonna try to and go ahead and show it. But if I can't, you know why. Okay. Now there were some really good. What's up, villain in the building? Hey, just saw you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Much appreciated, sir. Guys, hit that like button on your way in. Hit that like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Hit that like button. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there are a couple of things besides the besides training camp. I like the way that I saw our running backs get engaged. That was pretty good. Seeing, obviously, we have Jalen Wright. That was cool. I got his signature too. That was awesome. Um, We also have the other. Oh, what is this? ESPN. We also have the other team, the other running backs as well that we got to see. There are a couple really cool plays that we got to see Waddle make as well. One thing that I will say about Waddle that made me very happy was the fact that he was catching with his hands. I instantly noticed that. Instantly. It was like, thank you. It's about time. So one thing more than anything else where I was like, okay, okay, I feel good. Waddle, it was actually catching like I want him to catch. Why is that important? Because way too many times have we seen Waddle catch with his body and the ball will bounce off or somehow he won't catch it. I've seen too many passes, too many plays that haven't been made by Waddle by body catching, and it's been frustrating. So I'm very happy to see that he actually was catching with his hands. Right in the diamond, baby. Right in the diamond. I think he caught a couple from yours and from Tua. That was pretty cool. Got to meet Zach Wilson. Didn't get a chance to take a picture with him. He kind of moved on, so it's a little hard. But very happy with what I saw from the receivers, from the running back. I thought that was pretty good for us. Um, yeah, it was pretty nice. Malik looked awesome too as another receiver. Very happy with him as well. Um, obviously we already know A-Chan, so we're not a, we know what to expect with him. One thing that I will say though, I'm a little nervous about the secondary only because obviously the injuries we sustained. That's the only thing that really I was like, I was a little nervous with because again, you have you have sorry. That's why I don't like Twitter because you always get sucked into it. Um, now I forgot what I was talking about. Reading this thing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Anyways, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Um, the Miami Dolphins had to pick up a couple players because we, as you know, this week Caterco who got injured. We signed cornerback Jack Jones to a contract, waived cornerback Ryan Cooper Jr. We got to see what that guy's going to end up being for us. Um, honestly, it's mostly just stay tuned more than anything else. Stay tuned, see if this is gonna end up being anything. Now another guy that we signed for our secondary safety, Mike Hilton, to a 1 year contract, according to Adam Schefter and Jordan Schultz. Hilton played last year with the Bengals. He was a top free agent safety, um, which is pretty cool. You know what I mean? Obviously, getting Minka, that was a really good pick up there. We'll talk about Minka's contract in a second. The other thing as well, we still need more corners. Now, how do I put this? Signing Hilton is good, another safety, that's great. That gives you more depth in your secondary, especially in the safety um, position. But when it comes to corners, I still feel like we're lacking. We're still lacking. Alcovision says so. Wilkins did some freak stuff to teammate. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I don't know what you're talking about, and that sounds weird. So I don't know what you're talking about. Mm-mm. Do not know what you're talking about. Mm-mm. But yeah, so signing Hilton from the Bengals, I think it's a good pickup. In the last 3 4 years, one good thing, he's been healthy. He's played pretty much every game except in 2022 there was 2 games he didn't get to play. That's it. Or 3 games he didn't get to play. So other than that, he's been solid. He has been pretty consistent, giving you anywhere from 60 to 80 tackles for the year, anywhere from 8 to 12 tackles for loss, averaging about 7 pass blocking, um, and about 1 to 2 interceptions a year. So not too shabby. Solid numbers as a backup, in my opinion. I don't think he's starter quality right now with what we have, but we'll see. They do have him listed in the depth chart as the corner opposite to Storm Duck. So Storm Duck has become the one of the starting corners for the Dolphins right now. And at training camp, he looked good. He was. I'm not saying he was clamping down players, but he looked good. He was there, ready to make the play. I saw him being there, ready to make the play with Waddle, and he's speedy. Same thing with Tyree. He was there to make the play. So I like that. Obviously, they're not playing with pads. Can you really evaluate your team or your O line or anything like that without pads? I don't think so. Not really, if we're being honest. But it's still good that he was there, you know, able to make a play. So, yeah. Mm. I don't know if he's trolling or not, but Mike K says those signings will certainly put the Dolphins as AFC East favorites. I'll take it, Mike. Thank you. So we got Jack Jones on one side, Storm Duck on the opposite of him. We have Cam Smith and Jason Marshall Jr. as backups. Third stringers right now for our corners are Isaiah Johnson and Ethan Bonner. I think Ethan Bonner needs to get more opportunities. Period. I like what I saw in his first year. He needs to get more opportunities in order for him to develop. I am a proponent of until you give them chances to actually play, you're not gonna get players about this word to develop. It's very different practice, at least nowadays. Back in the day, practices used to be harder than games. You know what I mean? Nowadays, they can't even play. What, they're limited to 5 6 practices a year with pads. Back in the day, every day was with pads. Every day was outside. Every day was in the inclement weather. Now they can. Oh no, oh no, oh no. We can't do pads today. What? Then we wonder why we have so many injuries. Because you're not practicing with what you're actually going to end up doing, which is play with your pads. But, what do we know? What do we know? Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. But that's where we are right now, ladies and gentlemen, with that pickup. I think it's pretty good. I like it. Shout out to everybody on Twitter and Twitch. Thank you so much for coming through, guys. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Yes, hit that like button, guys. Um, Let me see if I can find. Woo. Excuse me. God, okay. Let me see. There was one specific video I wanted to go ahead and check out, but we'll see. Mm. Oh, let me see if I can show. Yeah, I should be able to show this. I don't think this should be an issue. So let me. Dang it. Hold on, please. Hold on. I should be able to show. Okay. No sound, Joe. That's one thing I know. Frowned upon. Okay, there you go. Let me make this a lot bigger. Boom. Okay. Let's go. No sound. Sorry. Give me a second. I have to make sure it's got no sound because then you don't want to get copywritten. We don't want to get copywritten, people. Believe me. Oh, come on, man. Stop with the freaking. It's because I'm trying to make it bigger than what it's showing. So I don't get it. I don't get why it's like, oh, maybe I should do that. There you go. So there you go. Let me do that. Hopefully that will work. So let me share my screen real quick, guys. There you go. Share screen. Okay. Let me go ahead and get this over to you guys. Let's make it a little bit. Yeah. Well, hold up, because I want to see me too. Shoot. Hey. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You see, that's throwing that over to who else but the waddler, ladies and gentlemen. One thing that, again, this is what I was talking about earlier, guys. Take a look at it now. What is that, ladies and gentlemen? What is that right there? What is that right there, ladies and gentlemen? That is exactly what I've been asking Waddle to do and put his entire career. Can you please, for the love of all that is good, Waddle, catch with your hands? Catch with your hands, catch with your hands, catch with your hands. Can you please catch with your hands? And let me tell you, finally, Waddle was catching with his hands. Finally. Finally. Is exactly what we wanted. Exactly what we wanted. Finally catching with his hands. That's one of the major, like, let's take a look at how many games were massively affected, even just last year. Where's my wallet? Dang it, I don't have my wallet here. Not the schedule from last year. Oh, wait. I still have it. Hold on. Yes, I do. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. I can tell you right off the back, week 2 last year when we played the Bills, massive drop. Last year when we played, where's that international? We didn't play an international game. No, that was the year before that. That hurt. Week 9 versus the Bills, where Tua was actually having, to me personally, That was his best game in his entire career. Tua had. Um, Massive drop. Waddle. What other games? What other games that we lost that could have made a huge difference? I believe. Well, there's definitely a couple more. Let's talk about an 8-yard pass. I mean, I don't think so, but I do like that he's catching with his hands. So one thing that we had so much issue with Tua. And this was with Tyreek. We gotta slow this down because the cheat is a little too fast for us. The cheetah. Man, I gotta make it slower than that. It's already at the slowest. Okay. Oh, there you go. You saw Minka, right? You saw Minka? Did y'all see Minka? Right there. I saw Minka. That's Storm Duck, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously getting burned by Tyreek. Jesus Lord, look at them thighs. The hammies. My God, how many reverse lunges does this man do? Holy smokes. I forgot what I was trying to stop. Dang, his legs. He's got tree trunks for legs. Holy cow. Interesting. That's Storm Duck right there getting burnt. I get it. It's Tyreek. Oh, but two hand touch. Damn it. I just missed Minka. There it is. 29. There it is. Right there on his hip. Obviously, two hand touch when they're playing without pads because Tyreek's gonna be even more faster without the pads, right? But my God, the muscle deficit definition on these guys. Ooh. What's up, Daniel? Miss Phins have been accused of smoking is inhaling the hopium, but I like what I see so far. Look, I'm not gonna deny it. There's been some pretty good stuff I've seen for training camp, but this is my only concern. I saw two, not one, two passes, two deep passes thrown to Tyreek, and they were massively underthrown. You can guess who threw those balls. I'm not gonna tell you who. They were massively underthrown. Actually, one was to Waddle, and the other two were to Tyreek. And they were supposed to be maybe like 25, 30-yard passes. Maybe, maybe 35 yards. But but yeah, those were the what do you call it? The things that we got to end up seeing, Are some really, 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 really good. Now, it's still good to build chemistry, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take away from what they've done, but these guys have already had chemistry. They've already shown what they can do. So am I really concerned in the sense of, oh, we're never gonna make the Dolphins are gonna Dolphins no matter what happens. Uh-huh. This is Ooh. But yeah, here's some pictures. I'm gonna show y'all some pictures. Oh, some pictures from the crowd. Look at that. And shout out to Big E. Obviously, what's up, Lisa? This is wife, Lisa's sister. Shout out to Big E for winning the Orange Fan of the Day. That was pretty dope. Every day that they're picking a fan, and then that fan is gonna get a signed orange jersey by one of the players. That's pretty dope. And they definitely picked Ian to be the first one. Uh, Look at that. We got some good pictures. We got some good pictures from the fan base. You know what I mean? It's always a good thing. So yeah, training camp was pretty fun, obviously. And when you're a player, when you're a when- when you're a player, when you're looking at what do you call it? What the team has going on, you want to make sure that you're visible. So taking these pictures with the fans is always a great thing. You know what I mean? Oh, look at Zach Wilson. Let's go. What up, guys? See the one I told you about, Storm Duck making a play for Waddle? There it is. But and what was the other thing that I mentioned that I liked? Finally, Waddle making hand catches. Hand catches. That's what he's needed to make. So I'm glad he's finally making them. Because if not, man, this is rough time. I'll tell you that. Super rough time. Super, super rough time. Oh, here's another play. Here's another play. Let me make it slow so y'all can see it. Here's another one. It's another play. Look at this. Okay, maybe that's a little too slow. What's up, Glenn in the building? Welcome. Are they in Pats today or tomorrow? Um, the music. Are they in Pats today or tomorrow? I don't. Well, I know for sure they have a very limited amount of days that they can actually use pads. I'm not sure if today is gonna be one of them. I know right now training camp. So in case you guys know, the schedule changed from last year to this year. Training camp is now instead of being from 10 to 12 like last year, now they made it from 9 to 11. So all the pre-stuff activities, you literally have to get there like at 7:45, maybe 7:30, wait in line so you can get in. and have about an hour worth of the preliminary stuff. I know OJ McDuffie was there signing autographs on Saturday for the first day. You were able to go ahead and meet the cheerleaders, some of the cheerleaders, take pictures at a live DJ, obviously the sponsors and things like that. Finger painting, hand tattoos and all that stuff. All the facilities before the actual practice, you had it between 8 and 9. But practice did start at 9 o'clock. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I actually don't mind starting practice so early because the sun is not as hot. You know what I mean when I say that. It's not beaming on top of you like bright noon. You know what I mean? So, or high noon. Now I get that. High noon. What up, Vamos Gatos? I'm not sure if today's definitely, if today they're going to be actually doing the patch or not. They should be doing it one week. So they have practice today. They had it Saturday. They have practice today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. They're off Thursday. They're practicing Friday. They're actually, yeah, they're off Thursday, Friday. Then they're practicing because this is member days. That's why they're doing it this way. Then they have Saturday for member day, which is the second, which it's rumored if you're a member, ladies and gentlemen, or if you're not, if you have tickets, that is the day that they're going to be doing the garage sale, meaning you can buy a ton of dolphin gear for super cheap. And I mean super cheap. Then you got the third, which is a Saturday, I mean the Sunday, that day they're going to be doing their scrimmage in stadium. So every year they pretty much do an 11 on 11 scrimmage, whites versus aqua, and they go out there and pretty much play a game. And it's kind of like a run through practice scrimmage between the players and the team, which is good. You get to see, everybody kind of go up against each other. Now you have to understand it's 90 players in their roster. They gotta let everybody play to see what they have everybody in. So you'll see that's Sunday. That'll be the third, and then they have practice afterwards. But this first, I guess, second week of training camp, which is this week coming up, like today, tomorrow. No, this is technically the second week of training camp, I guess. Um, I'm not entirely sure which day they're gonna end up doing it. It could be Wednesday because it is the last day before they have 2 days off. So I think it would make sense to have it Wednesday, but I'm not really sure when they will. Was TD out there? So I actually got there a little bit late, Aqua. I believe he was out there. What's up, Vamos Gatos? Welcome, welcome. And whenever he is, he's always gonna be in that 50-yard line. Always. Guys, hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Miss Phins, I see all on Dolphins local news. What do you mean? Like you saw me on the Dolphins local news? Really? What do you mean? Whatever do you mean? Because if you're talking about me, oh me, for real? You guys gotta send me those. You gotta send me those videos on Twitter, man. Send me the clips if you got them. Send me the clips. Oh yeah. Oh, I made sure. So because we can't, there a little bit after a 9. I was like, "Ugh, I'm not trying to get through the. It was actually the bleachers almost always get because you get the shade. They get full, and I'm like, I'm not trying to go there and try to find a spot, whatever. So we just stood. It was pretty chill because it wasn't super sunny. So we just stayed right at the entrance on the fence. And man, oh man, I made sure to be right in the front. Can we get a picture? Can we da da da? And every time there was a camera, I was like posing. You know what I mean? But yeah, feel free to send me that if you haven't. Did I see you all on Dolphins local news? That's probably a great thing. I wasn't wearing my Misfit shirt because my work people don't know that I do this. So if they see me, it's like, "Oh my god, you're such a fan." I'm like, "I am." They don't even know how much of a fan I am. Oh man, but yeah, let's take a look at this real quick here, guys. It's another video I got this to show you. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Look at it. Look at how. First of all, who has leverage here in this play right here? Who has a leverage? Easy, the corner. The corner already beat the wide receiver. The minute the corner did this, first of all, they're pretty much next to each other, right? But what the corner did was undercut him, obviously holding like a mother, but never mind. He undercut him and then went underneath. The wide receiver had no shot. Right now, the 70% of that ball is being held by the corner. I don't know if y'all can see it here. I think right there. This is the wide receiver's hand. The corner's on top and on the complete side of this ball. The wide receiver only has a tippy top. There's no way that Black was gonna end up getting that ball. It's a great play. Great play. You know what I mean? Vamos Gato says, Miss Fins, in your opinion, what has changed from training camp being in Davie and from it being a Hard Rock Stadium in your opinion? So I actually have gone to both. Um with the popularity of the players, training camp in Davie was a lot smaller. Here, obviously, they built out the whole little bleachers and stuff. They have two. They have the two giant buildings and whatever. It's just bigger. That's pretty much it. That's. I felt like it was more intimate, more like holy like they're NFL players. Like my brother and I, his favorite player is Cameron Wake, and we got to meet him. I got to meet him multiple times, but that particular time, my brother actually got to meet him, which I was very happy. We got him to sign. Obviously, we heckled him in a good way. We're just, throwing jokes, trying to get his attention. Like, Cam, we're your biggest fans. Like, you gotta come now. Like, come over, sign this. Oh man, we were making him laugh. So he, what do you call it? He was pretty chill. He was pretty chill. It was awesome. So we were able to go ahead and get him to sign my brother's flag, which he still has, and that was pretty awesome. But I would say it felt more intimate, like VIP kind of style. I'm gonna be super honest with you. Um, and Davey, now it's like everybody gets to watch, So last time I went in Davy, but it was an enjoyable, awesome experience. Yeah. Doug says NFL players are huge, the small guys are big. Yes, 1000%. I, when Coach Philbin was the head coach and we drafted Deion Jordan, I met that entire team, all of them, in a private event that they were having. So it was super yummy. And I got pictures of so many other players, but the main one I made sure to take a picture with was Cameron Wake. I'm like, my brother's your favorite. I mean, you're my brother's favorite. So yeah, I got a picture with him. I'm like, he's gonna be so jealous. I don't care. But yeah, it's so it's regardless. Just getting to meet the players is pretty fun. It's great opportunity to go ahead and do it. Oh, now this right here, this is dope. So I'm gonna show you guys. Anybody wondering what you can do for Orange Jersey Fan of the Day? I'm gonna show you right now what you can do if you guys end up making it. I'm hoping that they don't tag me for this, but whatever. If they do, it's gonna suck, but nothing else I can do. Like, okay.
Hey, Dolphins fans, I'm here with Biggie, Orange jersey fan of the day. And we just want to say hands up.
Fins up.
So that's what you do when you get there. If you get there early, which you should get there early, fill out a nomination card. Watch the practice, obviously. So I'm not trying to get dinged. And step three, stay tuned. Winner is notified via phone call and must be in attendance. There you go. Congrats to our first fan of the day. And he got to meet, obviously, a champ. So that was pretty cool that they were able to do that with him. But yeah, the players are huge, man. The players are huge. They really are. Okay, moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Minka, Minka, Minka. I love Minka, man. I do. I'm glad he's back. Well, he pissed me off. Not gonna lie. He pissed me off. Uh, he absolutely did. He pissed me off. But oh, there I am. Yeah, Minka pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. But that's only because he didn't wanna play the position that we needed him to play with Flores. So get out of my town. Like my friend CJ says from the W360, if you want all news about the WNBA, go check out CJ on the W360, ladies and gentlemen, on YouTube. She's awesome. But she always say, "Get out of my town." Hilarious woman. Mm. But as you guys have heard, Minka Fitzpatrick got a new deal. It's not a new deal, guys, but I got some of the breakdown for it so you guys can understand, and I'm gonna discuss that right now because this is important. You know what I mean? How does this affect the Miami Dolphins? Every little thing we do affect us, and then with the injuries we're piling up, it kind of almost makes sense that we're getting when we picked up Jack Jones, he's a slot corner. It almost makes me feel like, and so is Cornell Armstrong. It almost makes me feel like those two guys that we got are more for, okay, the Dolphins might think that Cater's injury might be a little bit worse than what we initially thought. Fingers crossed that he will be able to come out and play this season. Um, he obviously has a position in the 53. That's a guarantee. But we have to see what's going to happen with his body, obviously. So stay tuned with that. Once we get more updates, I'm going to tell you guys 100%. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the Minka contract. So he initially signed 4-year contract with the Steelers of $73.6 million, and that one included a 17.5 signing $1 million signing bonus, 36 guaranteed. This past year, his base salary, meaning like this year, like now, like right now, his base salary is $15.5 million. His cap hit is $15.5 million. Dead cap of 13.7. Now he agreed with the Dolphins for a 2-year deal. This 2-year deal, essentially what it did, it took those $15.5 million. They gave him an extra $2 million. And what they did in those, guaranteeing him the $15 million plus the extra $2 million, and they did it as a sign-on bonus. So out of that, they converted and secured 16.245 million as a sign-on bonus. Now his contract in this 2-year deal will got him under contract for this year and next year, but realistically, it's only a 1-year deal because it only has that amount of guarantees for this year alone. Sorry about that, guys. Um, so yeah, so they converted his money and gave him essentially 16.245 million as a sign-on bonus for this year. Whoop, they took the money and put it all up front. So he's not in the team next year. What I'm thinking is they'll probably work on middle of the season on an extension for him, an actual extension for him, perhaps. But I think it's gonna be based on where are we? Like, where are the Dolphins? Are we really gonna be contending for anything this year? If so, then you can probably guesstimate that we'll try to get him locked down for several years. If not, then maybe we'll just lock him up for one more year and see after next year what happens. Now, remember, guys, nobody signed past 2026. Nobody, except the rookies, but they're on rookie contracts, so that doesn't matter. Besides the rookies in the last 2 seasons, this off season and last off season, nobody signed past 2026. Nobody has guaranteed monies like that. Everybody has an out in their contract for 2026. That's saying a lot. So they're gonna determine what can the Dolphins do right now, and then see, okay, where are we gonna put money? It's the only thing that makes sense. Now, by making this and giving it to him as a sign-on bonus this year, the 16.245 million, the Miami Dolphins have approximately saved $11 million in cap space for this season. That's a great thing. Two things that Chris Greer loves to do every offseason is taking as much money as possible for injuries within the season, A, and B, to add to next year's cap. So, yeah, I am, what do you call it? I am, I mean, I think it's kind of smart move. You know, deal with it now, free it up for next season. You still technically have him signed for next season with no guarantees, meaning we can cut him if we want to. But as of now, this is not bad. This is not bad of a contract for the Dolphins. It's a good team friendly contract, and it gives him a $2 million raise. So he gets more money now, fully guaranteed up front. The check literally has been cashed. And for us, we also saved the $11 million in cap space that we can use for whoever else that we need to moving down. Now, remember, guys, we still got Zach Sealer. He's really the only guy that hasn't gotten a deal yet. He's been playing for peanuts. Super team friendly deals. But wait, there's more. Christian Wilkins just got released by the Raiders. Ooh. What are the Dolphins to do? I'm taking Sealer all day, every day over Wilkins, period. Sealer has been healthy for us, has played consistently well for us at a high level, has been able to adapt no matter who we put opposite of him. Sealer is who I'm sticking with, but he does deserve a little bit more money. Peterman! Peterman! Like all the fans love to say. So we gotta work on Sealer's contract too. We'll see what they do. Obviously, he's there. He's not missing out, so that's a good thing. But it's still something that we need to keep in mind. You know what I mean? Injuries already killed us last year, says Doug. Injury kills every team. That's not. And anybody that wants to say, not you, Doug, but in general. And I always say this, you know me. I don't use injuries as an excuse. No, every team is injured. So what? Like you got to do your job. You still got next man up. How good are your coaches? How good is your front office picking up guys? Like we cannot just let the front office get away with, we've been riddled with injuries and that. Like every team goes through injuries, and somehow even the injury riddled Kansas City Chiefs have won not one, two Super Bowls, having massive injuries. They've also lost two, but you know what I mean. Playing like garbage last. Ugh, 23 was the biggest layup for any team to beat the Chiefs. They played so bad, so unbelievably bad, and still managed to not only get to the Super Bowl, but win it in 23. That just irks me so much. And then what do they do after that? They're picking last because they won the Super Bowl, right? Because everybody wants to say, you got to have a top five pick to get a great player. And at 32nd, they still manage. Oh my God, to get richer in the draft. You got to have really great scouting, guys. It does, I mean, there's some ultimate gems in that second and third round. I'm not, I don't get it, man. I don't get it, honestly. I don't get it because I almost feel like our fan base is just so used to making excuses that they don't know. They don't know when we got a good thing going and we're squandering it. Now we're in 2025. You could have predicted this in 2020. We messed up when we chose the quarterback over the coach. Super Bowl winning coach, I might add. Multiple time playoff winning coach, I might add. That's when we messed up. When you had too many hands in the cookie jar, too many chiefs in that kingdom, when it should have never been the case. You don't I'm gonna tell you what Steve Jobs said about Apple when he was still alive. And it's a famous quote that, you'll see like posters or whatever. He says, we hire smart people so they can tell us what to do. We don't hire smart people for us to tell them what to do. And if you think about it, what sense does it make to hire smart people and you're the one telling them what to do? You're clearly hiring them for a reason, right? Coaches are gonna go through stuff, obviously, just like players. They also have to develop. They also have to get better, right? But, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button for me. Ladies and gentlemen, this all started because instead of going by the football standards and the football um outline for success, we went through the money outline of success. And it all started. It starts with one thing. I don't know why. The Dolphin picked Tua at number 5. This time tonight, I'm going to cry my eyes because I never thought that would be right here. Oh, Lord. You gotta have fun. You gotta enjoy this. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta enjoy this. You gotta enjoy this. You know what I'm saying? You gotta enjoy this because there's no other way of doing it. If not, I mean, I'm gonna be crying the whole time. I'm literally gonna be crying the whole time. Like, why? Why? Uh, yeah, I'm about to remix some more songs just cause. What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. I see y'all. Dolphin Don, welcome. Drafting is hard. We all play fantasy every year. It's true. I'm not saying that. You're not gonna. Nobody bats 1,000. Dolphin Don. That's not what I'm saying. But come on, man. You had somebody that came in from a winning organization with a system. You didn't have a system. It was the Wild Wild West. I'm having massive deja vu, ladies and gentlemen. You can't talk to people like that, Jack. I love you. I love you, Jack. Holy smokes. You know what? Well, you messed up her name, but I'm with you on this one, Doug. I'm not gonna lie. 1,000% agree with this statement. To what brings fans like Caitlin Clark, like Caitlin Clark brings fans to the W. To what brings fans to the W. I agree. I agree. I'm not even. That's a great statement. You know what I mean? What's up, Super B? Welcome. Good morning, Miss Fans. Michelle Walt. Michelle says, I was crying when I met you. Now I'm trying to forget you. Anthem of Dolphin fans since 1999. Yo. There are so many songs I can remix the Dolphin theme. It's kind of sad. Holy smokes. Anyways, guys, that's where you can see obviously the Dolphins. They with that particular move, making sure that Minka's here, but we front loaded it. Still got him for 2 years, but really it's just 1 year. It goes to show they are trying to do this last push to be able to see, okay, what do we have with who, and see, okay, who can we pick and build off with. Now, does this mean there's going to be a new regime next year? Does this mean, and by regime I mean new coach, because everybody knows somehow, some way, Chris Greer's going to still be here. Man, he just needs to move to another team, yo. Can you know how teams they pay a first round pick for a coach or whatever? Can we give a first round pick? I will gladly give a first and a second to any team in the NFL to take Christopher Greer. I'm willing to do that. Let me put it to you this way: I'm willing to get the first overall pick and the second to get rid of Christopher Greer. Is what I'm trying to tell you. He's had highlights in his career. That's it. The same thing with Tua that I complain about Tua being inconsistent. Chris, Tua's all about highlights. You'll get a handful of these that make sense. That'll do. Yeah, he's got some highlights. Ooh, we got Tyreek. Ooh, we got this guy. Ooh, we got this other guy. Great, but I don't need highlights. I need somebody that's gonna consistently hit. I don't mean hit about 1,000. Can we at least get 500? Can we get 300 at this point? What's up, David Hall Jr.? Welcome, welcome. We got Jets fans in the building. We always get all y'all from the entire division. I love it. Good morning. Y'all got a great backup waiting for another opportunity. You talking about Zach Wilson? Yeah, I agree. I agree, honestly. I do. Mrs., did you just say it's for 2 years, but really for one? Wait, can you explain if possible? Yes. I did it earlier, but I can do it real quick. So the Miami Dolphins and Minka Fitzpatrick have signed a 2 year deal. Okay. His new contract is for a 2 year contract with the Miami Dolphins. What we did is we took his $15 million of his base salary that he was gonna have this year of $15.5 million. We converted that and added $2 million on top, giving him a raise, and made it into a signing bonus. That signing bonus, we give it to him up front. That's $16.245 million for this season. We don't owe him anything next season. So that is front loaded. Meaning if we want to cut him next season, there's no dead cap for us to be dealing with Fitzpatrick. That's what that means. So his money, his 17 mil that you could have split between the two, 8.5 mil per year. No, no, no. We put it all into the first year, which is this year. Already signed the check and sent him the money. And with that, um, we don't owe him anything next year. And they cleared up $11 million in cat space. That's what the Dolphins did. Smart. Again, nobody is signed past 2026. Why would you try to hold somebody down like that? You know what I mean? So Greer's best move recently was not paying Wilkins. I agree. And you know what? I'll even add to that. Not paying Robert Hunt. Okay, I mean he could have paid him early and we would have saved so much money, but you know where he did fall? Not replacing Robert Hunt. I had this conversation this week in a training camp with somebody because, of course, vamos, that's what I'm here for. That's why y'all come here for explanations and fun. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, the move, and I love Chop. I love Chop. I got his signature. I was so happy. Awesome dude. But Chop Robinson was not the pick at 21. Graham Barton was the pick at 21. The O lineman, the top two ranked O lineman last year as a rookie, because that means that you have correctly traded a player that you drafted and developed, and now he got paid millions, and you have correctly replaced him in the draft with a guy with, you could say, equal potential talents, obviously because he never played at that moment, but you project will be able to at least give you the same, if not better, talent at a rookie contract with a 5th year option. You can get edges all the time, trade them, whatever. Da da da. You don't trade on linemen, not really. Good on linemen, you don't trade those unless you're giving up so many draft picks and so much money. That's where I'm at with that. That's where I'm at with that. Because you know what failed? We don't go from the first overall offense, the first overall running game and passing game, but the running game specifically. The O line, people mistake the O line is for Tua. The O line is not for Tua. The O line is for the run game to open up holes, to open up the A gap and the B gap for us, for our guys to cut through right in between. But unfortunately, by not replacing that O lineman, what happened? We didn't have the same O-line production as we did before the year before in 23. And in 24, what did we lack the most? We went from having 28 run rushing touchdowns to I can't even tell you. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. So that's where the drop off came. The drop off came because we had no run game. And then what does that mean? That means that you become one dimensional, means defenses can scheme even easier because now they don't have to worry about the run game. Yeah, A Chain's gonna pop off here and there. Maybe that little first year dude, Malik uh Jalen Wright will go ahead and get maybe one or two here. Okay, cool, whatever. Every team does. But those breakout 30-yard runs, chunk plays, gone. Why is that? You don't have the run blocking O line that you needed. That after that opens up the outside and opens up the wide receivers where you can do a RPO. But no, we don't have to because we have no offensive line for the run game. And don't get me wrong, I love Chop. I'm gonna show you a video about Chop in a second because I gotta skedaddle. But what are we doing? What are we doing? It's nuts to me. Absolutely nutty. It's nutty to me. They didn't Greer massively failed in that position. And that position right then and there to me made the huge difference where we dropped off so much from being literally the number one offense to what? 27th? What a massive drop off. What's up, rolling with Carlos? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Haha, love it. Cornerback Hilton was supposed to be good according to PFF. Yeah, we got Hilton, but this is the thing. Hilton is a slot corner, so he's really more here to replace Cater if Cater's issues tend to be a little bit more. If his injury tends to be a little bit more than what they initially intended, then yeah, that's that's where we're at right now, which is a bummer. Guys, hit that like button for me, guys. If you haven't done so already, do me a favor, hit that like button. We're back to Monday to Fridays, 8 a.m. Eastern, ladies and gentlemen. I already took my vacation last week. I'm taking another vacation in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But I should have Wi-Fi to still be able to do it. So we still have so many needs, obviously, but we got a 90-man roster. We'll see what we got with the guys that are coming in. That should be helping us out. But let me show you this last video real quick, guys. I think it's pretty awesome. I'm just saying. Here's Mr. Chop Robinson, Mr. Choppy Chop, Choppity Chop 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 Robinson, and you guys can go ahead and enjoy. Hopefully, you guys can hear this.
Let's go, John! Phins, let's go!
Oh! What? Who's that? Who? We're out here represent. We're out here representing. There I am, ladies and gentlemen. You see me. Ha! Yeah, I told you. I was like, I'm not dealing with this crowd. I made sure I was right in the front, baby. Shout out to my male model. The other one's somewhere back here. He's like, I'm not dealing with this crowd. I'm like, okay, bro. Stay back. But yeah, there we go. Miss Phins in the building. Thank you very much. Yep, that's me. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I'm so cheesing from that. I love it. Yeah, you see that's yours right there, guys. That's yours, and that's yours truly, Miss Fiends. Thank you very much.
Represented. Let's go. Let's go, Charles.
So yeah, guys, it was awesome. Not gonna lie, it was great. It was really great, guys. Hit that like button for me, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Let everybody else know that we are live. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like and subscribe, guys. I see you. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Guys, go check out Rolling with Carlos. He's dropping a new episode, new video on his Fist Talk channel. That's what I'm talking about. Go check him out. Go check him out. Shout out to him, man. It's a lot of work. Hey, it's a lot of work, but dude, you gotta do it if you love it. Gotta do it. But guys, this is Miss Fins. I'm Miss Fins. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for calling me. So much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh man, we're gonna have so much fun this season. So much fun. So much fun. Telling you, we're gonna have so much fun this season. Check it out tomorrow night. Come back. My co-host, Mr. Big C. We got a show at 6 p.m., guys, tomorrow night. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, we love you, Miss Fans. Have a blessed day. Thank you, Dolphin Don. Absolutely. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. We got a lot of stuff that we're gonna be doing, guys. Also, too, I need your support. I'm dropping my merch. I want to drop it before the season starts officially. So we're gonna be dropping Miss Finn's merch. It's gonna be awesome. Everything's gonna have say Miss Finn's apparel. Cause why not? You know? What's up, villain? I see you. Thank you, Miss Finn's. My pleasure, man. So yeah, check it out. We're gonna have a bunch of different dolphin themes, obviously, stuff. And if these, non-dolphin players want to go ahead and, I mean, non-dolphin fans, aka, AFC East rivals, you guys want something? Maybe I can come up with a logo for y'all. Well, I already got my logo, but maybe I can come up with a shirt for you guys too. But it's gonna be all dolphins related content, whatever. Where you can, purchase all my stuff, and it's a great way to support the channel, guys. Honestly, literally goes right back to the channel. So shout out to everybody that shows love on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, um, that show up every day. Hit the like button. You guys keep getting the word out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to everybody else that's a member. Guys, we're gonna be doing some raffling too. Um, raffling off some stuff where and I got a great idea from my friend. Oh, thanks. A great idea from my friend to be able to go ahead and get some what do you call it? Get some about this word. Get you guys get you guys to give memberships away. So we got different memberships available. So it's gonna be something else that working on too to build the membership brand as well. So guys, hey, you guys keep loving Miss Fins. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful. We're gonna continue to have fun. Okay, so thank you guys. Come through. I will see y'all tomorrow morning. I am trying to work to see about making training camp on Wednesday. So keep an eye out. This show might actually be live in person whilst we're at training camp, ladies and gentlemen. So there you go. There you have it. That is, something we're working on. We're working on. We're working on. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. That might be what you get to see. So, anyways, guys, I love you. I will see y'all tomorrow, bright and early, 8 a.m., guys. Thank you so much. And as always, bye bye.